Because she was so beautiful, the girl always used ugly makeup to hide her true appearance. Before her mother died, she warned her that being too beautiful would never end well. She herself had been too beautiful, and that was how she ended up with a terrible man and suffered a tragic fate. The girl followed her mother's advice and did everything she could to make herself look unattractive. People around her often mocked and ridiculed her. Then one day a powerful CEO sincerely proposed to her. After they got married, the CEO took care of her in every possible way. He showed up outside her workplace right on time every day. When a coworker mocked her appearance behind her back, the CEO immediately stood up for her. The girl thought she had finally found true love, until she accidentally overheard the CEO talking to his mother. It turned out his parents had always stopped him from marrying the woman he truly loved. He had deliberately chosen an ordinary-looking woman to be his wife. He was clearly doing it just to go against his parents. The girl's heart was thrown into turmoil. For 5 years of marriage, every bit of her husband's tenderness had been an act. This marriage was nothing more than one move in his plan. Her husband walked in carrying the soup she loved and had specially asked the kitchen to make. He said a friend was coming back from overseas that day and asked her to come with him to pick them up. The girl lowered her head and agreed. Suddenly her husband's phone rang and the name on the screen was his first love. He answered the call and promised to be at the airport on time to pick her up. After hanging up, he told the girl she was just a friend, grabbed his coat and walked out. The girl gave a bitter smile, realizing that his tenderness had never been meant only for her. Following the address, she found the bar where the man's friends mocked her for being unattractive. They could not understand why a CEO would marry someone like her. The girl swallowed her anger when the man returned with his first love. When he saw his friends picking on her, he pretended not to notice, with his eyes fixed entirely on his first love. All his friends crowded around to flatter her while the girl was pushed into a corner. His first love showed off the tie he had given her and casually tossed away the one he had been wearing. That tie was actually the birthday gift the girl had given him. He had once sworn that the girl would be the only woman he would ever let tie his tie. Heartbroken, the girl turned and walked away while the man tried to follow, but his first love held him back. Hiding in the bathroom, she cried bitterly, wondering if it was all because she was not pretty enough. Would things have turned out differently if she stopped pretending to be ugly? His first love followed her and began showing off their history together. They had been childhood sweethearts, and the CEO had once been willing to fall out with his family just to marry her. She said that a woman as ugly as her did not deserve to be his wife. The girl raised her hand and slapped her just as her husband walked in. Without even thinking, he rushed over to protect his first love, then turned around and blamed the girl for hitting her. Watching her husband help his first love walk away, the girl felt completely heartbroken. Her husband took his first love home while the girl slowly walked home alone. On the way, she ran into a man who tried to assault her, so she called her husband again and again. But the man was too busy catching up with his first love to hear any of the calls. The girl picked up a rock and threw it at the attacker, and luckily a passing police car scared him away. Meanwhile, the man gave his first love a bracelet he had personally designed. The party had originally been planned as a birthday celebration for the girl, but now it had become his first love's night. The woman rushed home in a mess, and the first thing her husband said was not whether she was okay. Instead, he blamed her for looking like that and embarrassing him. When she saw the bracelet on his first love's wrist, she demanded to know why he had given it away. Her husband said it was just an old bracelet and he had simply given it to her. It looked better on her anyway. The girl finally understood that in her husband's eyes she did not deserve anything genuine. If pretending to be ugly had brought her this much pain, then it was time for everyone to see her true face. Her mother had once been an extraordinarily beautiful woman and suffered because of her looks, so before she died she warned her daughter. The woman had hidden herself beneath layers of ugly makeup, believing it would bring her a peaceful life. The ugliness she had chosen for herself had become the perfect piece of the man's plan. His first love went on about how deeply they had loved each other before his family tore them apart. She coldly declared that the woman had only ever been a tool to fight against his family. At the party, the man's friends openly humiliated her. When she argued with his first love, the man immediately rushed over to his first love after she fell. Then he turned around and blamed the girl for being immature and disappointing him. Once the disappointment had piled up enough, it was time to leave. She agreed to the divorce in front of everyone. If pretending to be ugly could not bring her happiness, then there was no reason to keep pretending. She returned to her room, removed the heavy makeup, and wiped away the fake birthmark on her face. When she put on an evening gown and returned to the ballroom, the entire room fell silent. The ugly wife everyone once mocked was now breathtaking and left everyone stunned. The man who had just been defending his first love now had nothing but shock and disbelief in his eyes.